Hi friends, welcome to JIB videos. We are in PPB. We are dealing today with various government programs which are useful for youth in the exam as well as in the banking. So let's study NRLM first. Now the other name for NRLM is Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana. SGSY, which was the earlier scheme, is replaced by this scheme now. So it is in short form it's called as Day NRLM. Day doesn't mean day. It is Deen Dayal. That's the meaning of that. So mandate of reaching out 100 million poor in 6 lakh villages across the country. Now what is this scheme? It unleashes the entrepreneurial capability by creating appropriate platforms for poor through a dedicated and sensitive support structure. Remember, what does this mean? It means this scheme is designed so that the youth develop their own businesses, smaller businesses. That's the basic logic behind this. It applies demand driven strategies in place of SGSY's allocation based strategy. Now what is this? Earlier it used to be this much funds to this scheme, this much funds to this scheme, and if you go if you are out of the banking system and you are in business, then you'll understand. Then if you go in the DIC, means district in industry center of various states, there the guys used to tell you the funds are closed now. We don't have funds now. Funds are over. So this was allocation based. Now it is demand driven. Means you go at any time in the DIC office. Why? But not even you should go to DIC office now. Everything is online now. That's the beauty of this whatever they have done. So it's demand driven. It's not allocation based. States have a greater autonomy to plan for implementing the program. NRLM encourages states to prepare state perspective for implementation plans, that is SPIP, for 7 years, and annual action plans AAPS. For the allocation for state is released against the approved AAP. NRLM rests on 3 major pillars: universal social mobilization number 1, financial inclusion number 2, and livelihood enhancements number 3. It works towards bringing at least one member from all poor families into the SHG network. SHG means self-help group. The SHGs and the federations offer their member services such as savings, credit and livelihood support. As the institutions of the poor, that is IOP, mature, they are facilitated to take up livelihoods income generating activities. The NRLM target households, that is NTH, are identified through the participatory identification of poor, PIP, instead of BPL. Earlier we used to have this BPL card. So even now there are some BPL cards, but these are being replaced now PIP, participatory identification of poor. The PIP is a community driven process where CBOs themselves identify the poor in the village using the participatory tools. The list of the poor identified by the CBO is vetted by the Gram Sabha. The words which are marked in red are useful for you and they are asked in the exams. Now we will study NULM. Now NULM means what? National Urban Livelihoods Mission. So earlier this scheme was SJSRY. It enables the poor to self-employment and skilled wage employment opportunities, provides shelter equipped with essential services to the urban homeless in a phased manner. It addresses the livelihood concerns of the urban street vendors by facilitating access to suitable spaces, institutional credit, social security and skills to the urban street vendors for accessing emerging market opportunities. It means this is for urban, that is important. NRLM was for rural. The major components of NULM are employment through skill training and placement, ESTP. You will get the full forms in the exam. Self-employment program, SEP. Social mobilization and institutional development, SMID. Shelter for urban homeless, SUH. Support to urban street vendors, SUSV. Capacity building and training programs, CBT. NMMU means National Mission Management Unit. SMMU means State Mission Management Unit. And ULB means Urban Local Body. Now we'll study SLRS. Now SLRS is Scheme for Liberation and Rehabilitation of Scavengers. Okay, what is the objective? The objective of the scheme is to liberate scavengers and their dependents from their existing hereditary and obnoxious occupation of manually removing night soil and filth, and to provide for and engage them in alternative and dignified occupations within a period of 5 years. That is the scheme of SLRS. What does this include? Key features are here. Scheme provides for funding of projects costing up to rupees 50,000 per beneficiary, and also the margin money to the extent of 15% of the project cost at 4% rate of interest. For projects costing 50,000, the breakup would be rupees 10,000 subsidy, rupees 7,500 margin money for state scheduled caste development corporations, and rupees 32,500 loans from the bank. Now, under the scheme, the subsidy would be 50% of the project cost with minimum ceiling of rupees 10,000. Minimum it is. Thus, for financial assistance, the maximum project cost would be rupees 50,000 with 50% subsidy with a maximum ceiling of 10,000 and 15% as a margin money. Loans up to rupees 6,500 are treated as loans under DRI scheme, and concessional rates of rate of interest at 4% is extended, notwithstanding the fact that the project cost may exceed 6,500. So that was it regarding the three schemes, NULM, NRLM and SLRS. Download Yuvaguru app from Play Store to get these videos, tests, question banks with explanations, new job openings on your mobile. Get 500 plus questions with simulation exercises and explanations on your PC. It's a separate paid version. Follow us on Facebook on this link. WhatsApp us on this number for any query related to purchases. So keep studying, keep watching. Thanks.